Welcome back YouTube, KRoad17 here with a special F1 2019 video. Instead of doing career mode, we are going to do a little bit of the classic edition we got, the Legends edition, Senna versus Prost. If anybody knows, Ayrton Senna is absolutely my favorite F1 driver. As assume many people would agree with that, but we're going to dive right into it. We're going to do the first event, which is the, I believe it's Chase. But we're gonna try, it's Monaco Grand Prix, so why not choose the legend himself, Ayrton Senna?
Now, while today's classic exhibition event has no direct impact upon the Formula One World Championship, you better believe that with their reputations on the line, the drivers down there are still hungry to show that they've got what it takes to get a win.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I get sad. They have the two most iconic drivers with a rival in this game, and they can't do anything more but chase point challenges. But nevertheless, we dive on board with Ayrton Senna. We have Prost right ahead of us. We have to get around him, hit checkpoints, and cover an amount of distance before the time runs out. So we are pushing up the hill with Prost right in front of us. Across the first checkpoint, you have to pick your points to pass at Monaco. And I will say, with no assist, being in the 1990 McLaren with Prost right in front of you is actually pretty difficult. You gotta be careful. You don't want to lock up the tires. You don't want to push the throttle because this car has so many RPMs that this car will spit you out so quickly. But classic cars in these games, last year's game, this game, are always like true to my heart. I love classic F1. It was man and machine more than it was electronics. But we're gonna look on Prost here. He's going to open the door, close the door. We're going to look for dive in for a cheeky move on Prost here. Make for a move on the outside. Get the job done. And we get ahead of Prost, so we are clear sailing. Now we have to hit those checkpoints to pass this challenge, but the time is against us. We have currently 40 seconds left to do it. Can we do it? It is very, very difficult to do in this car because this car is very tail happy. And you can lock up so easily. If you think locking up in the 2019 car is easy, I beg you, jump in one of these cars with no assist once. You guys can see what it's like. But jumping up here, across the start-finish line, heading up the hill, easy to lock up there. But we get the job done. We're just close to the end. We just get through that checkpoint. 20 seconds to go. We still have about a kilometer to go. Almost halfway. Gotta make this clean. 10 seconds left. Luckily there's a checkpoint there. 6.5 kilometers out of 7. 12 seconds to go. Don't lock it up here. Push up. There's a checkpoint. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 14 seconds, and that is job done. We get through this checkpoint challenge for the first of 3, I believe I do. That helps you unlock the 2010 classic cars. So we passed the 7 kilometer with 7.62. We're going to move on to the second challenge. We're going to switch to Alan Prost so you guys can see a little bit of gameplay from him at Monza. This is a overtake challenge. We have to overtake Senna by the time the timer runs out or the laps run out. I believe it's the timer. But nevertheless, we jump on board. We have 5 minutes and 30 seconds roughly to get through 10 people and Senna being at number 1. So we push on. Easy to lock up here, as you can see I do. But I felt more comfortable in this car. Like this car, it might have been the track because it is Ferrari at Ferrari's home turf. But this car seemed to fit this track very easily. It wasn't too difficult to drive. But as you can tell, it's just moving on, pushing on to try to catch these guys, not getting corner cutting penalties like I do often. Not much, but I do. But we're moving on. We have our first target in sight. Can we catch up to him? Easy to lock up here. Don't want to lock up. Want to get the power going. Pretty good corner. No DRS in these classic cars, so never mind that little zone of DRS. I kind of wish Codemasters would get rid of those, if you would, if you're driving classic cars. But we're going to move on this guy back out slightly because it's not a great place to make a move if you don't have the room. But he gives us the room here. We're going to go on the outside, and that's job done for our first pass. On board here, 55 seconds left. We have crossed 9 people out of 10. Our last driver is Senna. And this is going to be difficult. You guys are going to have your nails in your teeth right here because we do this last second. We have only 38 seconds left to do this, and we have to get across them. And you can tell that his car is a little more turned up than the other AI. So we have to push as much as we can. Senna is getting away a little bit on the straights up until we hit that benchmark where the Ferrari engine kicks in. It's right about here. Then we brake a little bit earlier. 13 seconds left. We have to get around them. We're going to have to make a cheeky dive here to make this job done. So we push, and really brake hard. With 3 seconds left, and that is job done. We pass this set of challenge. So job done, goal pass, 10 out of 10 overtakes on opponents, Senna being our last one. We're going to jump back on with Senna at his home Grand Prix, the Brazilian Grand Prix, for a pursuit challenge. And I'm going to let you guys actually just watch this. So these guys are going to take off before me, and my job is to catch them and pass them. But until then, you guys enjoy this. It is a great video. Crank that sound up. So there you guys go. The Legends Edition challenges have been passed. We have been awarded the 1990 McLaren, the 1990 Ferrari. If you were me, I wish there was an entire season just devoted to these two, you know, the back and forth, but it is what it is. We have what we have. I can't, you know, be sad that we have that, but if you guys like this video, thank you so much for watching. It's a little bit different than my career mode. Career mode will be back, but until then, if you guys can smash that subscribe button, it helps me so much. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.